Anthony Hartwig here with Coach Walters after a thrilling 5-set victory over West Branch for Girard. Coach, you're down 2-0. Come all the way back. What did it take?
We needed to clean up most of the unforced errors that we had, and they did a good job of it. We obviously had to have a different rotation that the girls had to fall into, and I think that causes a little bit of chaos. When you're down a player, it changes things, everything, offensively, defensively. But it just took time for them to fall into it, and they did.
Yeah, to switch your rotation a little bit, obviously, because Bailey was hurt. But then in that third set, it seemed like you really let Bailey loose and swung a little bit. She had, I believe, 10 kills on the night. What went into that decision? I know it wasn't really what you wanted to do coming into it, but you had to do it.
She was supposed to be swinging a little more than she did, actually. I wanted her to swing. Her problem is she likes to place the ball. She thinks she's a setter, and sometimes I'm like, look, I need you as a hitter. We were kind of throwing the kitchen sink at him. We had her in serve receive and had her hitting at the same time, just to kind of alleviate some pressure in a few areas. But I basically told her that probably after the second set. I'm like, well, you got to start swinging. Enough of this rolling and tipping stuff.
Obviously, Nico Cochran had a great night. You needed her too, with Brie Littell out. What did you see from her to take over?
Nico did an amazing job. I think it was probably one step. It's growth in her area that she needed. We basically just hung ourselves on her. Inevitably it might have happened, next year when she's a senior, but to see it as a junior, this is great, and this is going to help us be stronger as a team. She was our go-to. She knew that. She knew she was getting the ball, and she played well.
Some of the other players got their moment tonight to shine a little bit. Alexis Peaton, you got I think her season high in kills, at least for when I was there. Carpenter had a great serve. Oleski came in and played really well for you. What do you mean to see those girls that are been working hard all season behind the scenes come up and step up in a big way?
It was great. I think I sensed a little nervousness on their end because, again, I'm asking a little bit more of them than I have. When you get this far in the season, you're pretty much setting your ways. You know what's expected of you. Well, we kind of flipped that and said, look, I need something else out of you. And a little bit of hesitancy, but, especially Alexis Peaton, she came through great tonight. She was swinging aggressively, which is what we needed, and this is just another, offensive weapon that we can use going down the road as Bree gets better. And I thought Brooke Perry played well tonight. She had some really key blocks, and she did an outstanding job of keeping the net closed. Her net play was amazing without any errors. I think she may have had one blocking error in the night, that's it, but she did an amazing job.
Before I let you go, no one ever wants to lose a player like Brie Littell, the injury. But what did you see out of your team to come back from that and say, we're not going to let that be an excuse, we're going to go out, we're going to win without our statistical leader on the floor?
I don't think it's anything you can tell yourself. It's just a matter of going out there and playing. Mm-hmm. I think that, the first two sets, we were a little hesitant. And sometimes you're looking at Bree's way. Heck, we're looking at Bree's way all the time when she gets as many kills as she does on a nightly basis. But I think it was a realization that, look, Bree's not here. We got to step it up. We got to play. And they all did. They all came together. They started playing much better than they did in the first two sets.
All right, Coach, you have Hubbard tomorrow. Then you have the big one on Lakeview on Thursday. How do you use this win over West Branch for momentum into a big week?
Well, we may get Bree back tomorrow, so we might go back to, if we don't, we'll keep the same system and see how it works. Maybe these guys will grow from that. But, it's the conference. It's everything. It's, Thursday is the conference play as long as, Hubbard, as long as we play well against Hubbard. But, Hubbard's no slouch either, and we have to concentrate on them right now because they gave us difficulties up in their school. They play well. They got some nice hitters, Coach's got a nice program up there. We have to really, play well tomorrow, and then we'll worry about Thursday once it gets here.
All right, Coach. We'll see you again soon. Congratulations on the thrilling win.
Thank you.